playoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25.
Now a brand new step in this season that gets even more intense. A playoff game on a college campus, Kirk. What an environment here. What a special moment for both these teams.
Chris, we're all big fans of what we playoff, especially on these college campuses. Find out how good this team on the road can be. Can they navigate the waters of dealing with not just a great team, but dealing with a hostile environment? It's a lot, but let's see if they can get it done.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid game. Nice play there.
Boy, after all the buildup and all the hype of the playoff game, you'd love to see the offensive line take control here on this first play. Just establish an identity. Let this defense know who they're facing.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Jones. Off target with a throw. Incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Wide open downfield. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator had something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. RPO here, fourth-down completion to the right. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first-down yardage, and the drive keeps going. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to chuck it again. The receiver grabs it.
Well, when you sit back and play zone defense like this, what you allow is your defense to have eyes on the football. Here, they give up the catch, but you can see how they rally to the football. There's just nowhere to go for this slot receiver.
Catch made on the left side. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
You call quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
So the offense obviously declines that penalty in the defense, and the touchdown will stand. See if they can convert the point after. PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Louisiana's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Tailback has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They make the tackle, but that's a great pickup on the ground. The Raging Cajuns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Okay, here comes the hurry-up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
He's got it with room to run. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On first down, it's play action. On the run, he'll let it go. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
Second down, we're going to throw it.
The pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
And that's a solid return after the interception.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Catch made over the middle. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Dropping back, it's Jones. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. So the offense really clicking here. 3 plays, and suddenly it's first and goal.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing second and goal. And the quarterback dropping back.
Now this defense is so caught up in all the wide receivers, they forgot about their running back. He's not just back there running the ball. This guy's involved in the passing game. A nice throw and catch and a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Got the first down and still motoring. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Raging Cajuns hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw.
The pocket breaking down. Can't find anybody on third down. Throws it away. And now fourth down coming up. The Raging Cajuns will have to kick this away. And this will be the first punt for this offense tonight. And he takes it around the 20. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the offense, hoping to get a drive going. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Jones. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense getting set. It's second down. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this one is caught. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarter.
And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Now he's bringing it back. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Makes a quick grab. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The Raging Cajuns will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Took contact on the throw. And the pass ball is incomplete on the final play of the first quarter. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. A handoff to the back. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Push out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So let's see what they like here on third and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried the throw that time. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on fourth down. Let's see how they play this one. The pass rush closing in. And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet. The Raging Cajuns looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. And they bring him down. Blockers not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
And the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive game for the offense.
One of those critical third down plays come out. Out of the gun now on third down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. The Raging Cajuns bring their punt team onto the field. Going to kick it away for the second time. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. Offense on the field to take over. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here comes the handoff. First down, looking for more now. Breaks loose at the 40. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? A deep shot to the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds and pass rush closing in.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Quick completion with the tight end. The defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards in the completion, but now it's 4th down. They'll kick it away here. And the coverage team able to bring him down. Offense ready to start this drive. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play, and they keep it going here. Back to throw. It's Jones. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw him behind the receiver.
Well, he's already thrown an interception here in this first half. He doesn't want to make a habit of this going forward. Almost threw another one.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback.
Looking for a man deep on the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two, and that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this.
Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
Dropping back, it's Jones. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
This drive, they converted twice on third down. They need 6 yards here. Looking to throw it again. It's an out route. The catch made. And moves the football to the 27 and a first down.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Looks to his left and makes the completion. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. We reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. 11th play of this grinding drive here in the playoff game. 3rd down and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a quick grab. That gain moves the ball to the 17. First down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
This defense just cannot get off the field. A long march moves on. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And the pass is knocked away in the end zone. A touchdown-saving play. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. The field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Screen to the wide receiver. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. The Raging Cajuns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy, because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which could open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
He's running out of time here. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays.
Offense looking to throw the ball.
Sails it way high out of the end zone and incomplete.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down.
Touchdown, Louisiana. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Chris, obviously the first half has been less than stellar, to put it mildly, but this could be a jolt. This is something they can build off when they get back out here at halftime.
They make the extra point, cutting the lead to 24-7. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. Dropping back, it's Jones. Defense is coming after him. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. This will likely be the last play of the half. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back grabs it on the screen. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter, cut in to this huge lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Raging Cajuns hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps the football. First down and more. He's still running. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Gives it to the back. Oh, and he fumbles. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a third and long to keep this drive going. He's going to take off.
Really love the call here on third down to give the quarterback the option to either make the throw or pull it down and keep it himself to be able to pick up first down yardage.
Big guys up front line up. It's first down. Looking to throw. It's Jones. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. This quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he'll just take a knee. The drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Louisiana offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a costly fumble in plus territory. They can't have another one of those here. Play action here on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. And he'll set up to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, what a grab! And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. So a positive play, Kirk, with the crossing route. This is the defensive communication the coaches were worried about in this game.
Yeah, it really is a challenge in this call. When the offense goes with that deep crosser, that defense has to do a good job of communicating, really keeping their head on a swivel and understand who's coming into their zone. That time they just lost the receiver and they gave up a big gain.
That completion sets up a second down play. Looking to throw again. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
Well, it's hard to be in man coverage when the quarterback has this kind of time to be able to navigate and find the open man. He finds his receiver pulling away from that defender. Makes a nice throw and a first down.
Checks this down to the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for the wideout. Catch made, a lot of space now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. The offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs. Pressure is coming. He's hit as he throws it. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Nice catch made out of the slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kirk.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
He throws it away. A smart choice that time. But it will bring up third down. The ball still sits at the 1 after that incompletion. Can they punch it in? There's a run call on third and goal.
Chris, I thought they might put the ball in the air here on 3rd and goal, but instead they run the football, keep it on the ground, and they get the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Louisiana's offense retakes the field now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. He stopped him, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
From the snap of the ball, it looked like he knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, but the guy just had him blanketed, and he still tried to get the ball squeezed in there. I think he's got to do a better job of working through his progressions to find that open man.
He'll hand it off. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of.
Second down play coming up. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. The pocket breaking down. Quick throw to his receiver. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Catch made by the tight end. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. They open the 4th by going to the air. Great grab on the sideline. He does get the foot down before going out of bounds. Second down play coming up for this offense. Keeping it on the ground here. But a quick stop by the defense. 8 just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him, and not before he gets to the 16-yard line.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Now, this defense has done such a great job of disrupting the timing with his quarterback and his wide receivers. Sacked him multiple times, consistent pressure, just dominating performance.
And it'll be forced out of bounds right near the line of scrimmage. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Caught quickly. It'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
To throw, it's Jones. Receiver makes the grab. And that will pick up the first down, spotted at 38.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Gets into space at the 50. He's in the clear. At the 10.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Raging Cajuns offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And there's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. They go with a direct snap. As the first down is still going. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The pass rush closing in. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. 2nd and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now. The Raging Cajuns have 1st and 10 here. They'll run it to the left. The defense swarms him in the backfield. They have nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
They're trailing by this much in the fourth quarter. The defense playing smart. They know you've got to take some deeper shots to try to get back into this game with a big play. And the margin of error for this quarterback shrinks with every pass attempt.
Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. Grinding away with the running game. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Now, the defensive coordinator must be thinking, it's about time. This running back has just destroyed this defense. And this time, they're able to get into that backfield and come up with a nice play.
They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.